Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another video. I'll be talking about Lego games. Now, part one, I mainly just ranked the games, talking about their qualities, I guess, like characters and stuff. But in this one, not only will we be ranking the Formula 2 Lego games, which includes Lego Star Wars 3D The Clone Wars, Lego Indiana Jones 2 The Adventure Continues, Lego Pirates of the Caribbean, and Lego Harry Potter years 1 through 4 and 5 through 7. We're going to compare these to their respective prequel, and we'll have a little bit of fun. Let's get to the video, guys, shall we? Alright, guys, before we get into the video, I just want to tell you guys what formula means in this stuff. Every regular Lego game player probably know what I mean, but just in case I'm explain it. So the Formula 1 games, which I did in the previous video, which I'll leave in the link in the description below, it was Lego Star Wars Complete Saga, Lego Batman the video game, and Lego Indiana Jones 1, the video game. So those games are basically just levels. You play the levels, free play, that's it. The Formula 2 games introduce free roam. So, and collecting gold bricks. So Formula 2 games are basically the same thing as Formula 1. They just added the free roam and the Formula 2 gold bricks. Alright, let's get into this video, shall we? Alright, guys. I don't really have a script to this. I'm just kind of winging it right now. Let's start off with the first one. Like Indiana Jones 2. So we're gonna compare it to the first one. So first, in terms of story, I mean, it was weird the way they played it in the second game. In the first game, you have the first 3 movies, and the second game, you kind of had like the first 3 movies like summarized into 5 small levels, and then like the third movie in like, what was it, 5, 10, 15 levels. That was super weird, and I didn't like that at all. The characters are mainly the same. Indiana Jones 2 had characters, and the first one didn't. The levels and puzzles are way different, let me tell you that. Levels and puzzles are way different. So in the first game, the puzzles are phenomenal, and so are the levels. They're probably like one of the best levels I've ever played in all Lego games so far. And that's about, what, 5, 6, 7, 8 Lego games I played? Out of all 8 Lego games so far, the first Indiana Jones takes the cake for all of them in levels wise. Indiana Jones 2, though, so far all of those 8 have the worst levels, which is kind of ironic. I can't give them too much hate because they do have the puzzle levels, which are really fun, but it's nothing compared to the first Indiana Jones game. Abilities are mainly the same, other than I would say maybe Indiana Jones, you know, he has his, the whip ability changed a little bit. You can now like swing a little bit and grab handles and stuff like you could in the first game. The second game they added sword fighting, so that was kind of cool, you know, added a little bit to combat. Side missions, I mean, like I said, compared to the first game, so I'm not even talking about that. The free roam though is probably the big talk about. I guess what makes probably the only thing that makes Indiana Jones 2 better, but even like slightly. In the first game you had, you know, Barnett College, and in the second game you have like a bunch of just random locations, but it was really weird. The boss battles though, oh my god, holy hell. So the regular boss battles were horrible. The vehicles boss battles were fucking cancer. Holy shit. I don't want to play that shit ever again. I will say though, it was weird what they interpreted for the boss battles in the second Indiana Jones game. They completely took out, you know, like Mola Ram and basically the head honchos of the franchise. They just had you battle like giant like statues and stuff. Like, you guys ever watch Spider-Man, the one with Mysterio? You know, what's his name? Jake Gyllenhaal, I think his name is. You know how in the movies they're like constantly battling like a giant guy of wind and of water. That's basically what Indiana Jones did. He fought a giant like wind guy and a fire guy and a stone guy. It was really weird, and I mean, they were cool. At least I guess they weren't boring wild battles, but it had nothing to do with the story at all. So when comparing these 2 games, I would definitely say the first Indiana Jones game is the way better one. That one's a straight like 8 out of 10. While you have the second one, which is straight like 2 out of 10. Complete doo-doo, dog shit. Like, damn. Like diarrhea shit. That game is wow. I'm gonna try it myself. Let's get on to the next game. All right, now we're gonna talk about the two Star Wars games. So we have Lego Star Wars Complete Saga compared to Lego Star Wars The Clone Wars. I will say though, both games complete peak games. They both really what's the word? And like in this day of age, they kind of hold their own, but they're really different. They're really different. Obviously, the story, you know, Complete Saga had you cover the first 6 movies from Phantom Menace all the way to Return of the Jedi. Great movies, love them all. The Clone Wars had you cover some of the episodes in the Clone Wars TV series. No, I'm wrong. But yeah, it was the first 2 seasons and the movie. I wasn't really expecting that, to be honest. I guess they would say they chose pretty good episodes to base them off of. I do like the side missions though. The side missions, they had you play as Count Dooku and Magna Droid in that one Jabba the Hutt part in the movie, and they also had you do the Bounty Hunter mission. You know, we have all the Bounty Hunters. You guys have to like get all the politicians together. That was cool. I thought that was really unique. Even though Saga also has some unique side levels of their own, but they're pretty good. One thing I did see in the Clone Wars though were those big battles where you like buy like armors and stuff. It was cool at first. I enjoyed it for like the first like 2 or 3 levels. After that, it just got like hella repetitive, and I could not handle it anymore. Especially the last one with the Zillow Beast. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, and I was already getting fucking frustrated by that time. It was, I mean, and then to 100% of the game, you have to play like at least 20 more of those fucking battles, and that shit gets mad annoying really quick. I mean, oh god, I think I'd rather play Indiana Jones 2's fucking 1 vehicle levels and that shit again. Like, I mean, like I said, it was cool. It was cool at the first 3 levels. After that, I was like, holy shit, please get me out of this fucking game. Shoot me in the head something. I can't do this anymore. Vehicle wise, I mean, they both kind of hold their own. They're okay vehicles, I guess. Nothing really special out of the ordinary. The levels are pretty good in both games. They're fairly compared to each other. Ability wise though, there's little differences. You know, they both have, you know, lightsaber characters, blaster characters, bounty hunters. I would say though, lightsaber characters can create holes now, whatever. I thought that was different, I guess. The funniest part though of these 2 games that Jar Jar is like the GOAT when it comes to jumping. He can high jump, which only this ability he has in both Complete Saga and the Clone Wars. I thought was really funny. The free roam though, it's kind of hard to talk about this because Complete Saga, you have the Cantina, peak at finest. I mean, everyone goes to the Cantina thinking about free roam and Lego games. Everyone says the Cantina. And then you have the Clone Wars. They have the Venator. You get to explore the Venator, and then the Trade Federation ship too. That was really cool. How you can like fly across, go to the enemy's part, and then you have like the enemy shooting at you. That was really cool. One thing that both games have that were really good were the character creator. They both peaked the character creator. I mean, I enjoy making characters in both the games, which I can't say in a lot of other Lego games. Level wise, except they kind of hold their own both. The only thing is, in the Clone Wars though, they have you playing the perspective of 2 people, or not 2 people, but 2, I guess, not stories, but like, basically, if your characters were in separate rooms, you can switch between what rooms they were in and kind of like that. Which I thought was a really good idea because in the Clone Wars it does happen a lot. I mean, obviously get the TV show, so that was cool. I can't see anything else. The combat is pretty much the same. Boss battles, I kind of prefer the Complete Saga or the Clone Wars just a little bit. I don't know. I feel like in the Complete Saga they were more unique. And I think in the Clone Wars they were almost mainly the same. Except for that fucking Zillow Beast. My lord. God damn, I wanted to fucking shoot myself. Gotta go eat a fucking taco quesadilla, Taco Bell, and take a shit. God damn, I cannot. Whatever. Comparing to these 2 games, it's really close, but I'm gonna give Complete Saga. The original still better than the new one. And like I said, the Complete Saga will always be my favorite games to this day. Okay, now when it comes to comparing Lego games, this one's gonna, I guess, kind of be the most, not necessarily difficult, but like, I guess kind of different. We're gonna compare the two Harry Potter games, years 1 through 4 and year 5 through 7. Reason why I say it's gonna be kind of weird because they're way different. What happened in these two games is what I kind of expected in the Indiana Jones games. So Indiana Jones were completely different, level wise, character wise, vehicle wise, boss battle, everything was different in those two. But Harry Potter, everything is, I would say, at least 90% the complete same. It's basically like think of 5 through 7 like a DLC for 1 through 4 in a way. They do add new spells and you do take away some old spells from the old game. Like in the old game, you can no longer use those screamer dudes anymore. You also can't do the blue angel spell. But in the new one, you have the water spray one, the red wall one. They have some returning features like obviously the regular purple one. I'm sorry guys, I don't know the fucking names to the spells. I'm not a Harry Potter nerd, but I just know them by color. You have the other returning ones like the green kill one. You have the animal ability, of course the dig, and some other ones. But in the new one, they have some new stuff, which is really cool. They gave Hermione and Ron a little bit of recognition by adding the illumination ability. We have like to transfer light. That was cool. And they gave Hermione like a bag ability where she can like look through her bag and get something you need for the level or whatever. And there's the Weasley ability that all Weasleys can use. Weasleys have chances to open a box. You can either get stuff to climb with, you can do a firework, or just stuff to use for the level in general. I thought that was cool and made it more unique. One thing they did change though, which I didn't understand, was the ability of Harry speaking to animals. So in the first game, you literally speak to animals and it opens the door for you or something. The second game, it's basically the Hermione ability, but instead of it being memorizing a pattern, it's memorizing a color. I thought it was kind of weird. I didn't like that. That was kind of stupid. But I mean, who am I to judge? I'm not fucking TT Games game director, maker, whatever the hell the fuck. What else? The levels are basically the exact same, with just ability wise being different. Although when you 100% the first game, you will more get that cool bonus level, which is the same thing as in the second game. In the first one, it was the Harry Potter town, which that was kind of weird. Whatever. The favorite one is basically the exact same. They just took out a few stuff and added some new stuff in the new game. So in the old one, you had the library. You get to go into each dorm of the Gryffindor and Slytherin, all the other dudes, Ravenclaw. You have to go into each little dorm. So in this game, they took those away. They also just took away the at sport, like to play at the horse arena, took that away, and the clock tower. And in the new one, they added the shopping place, like an extension, I guess. They also added the train station. What's the ad? I can't remember. I think that's it. But size wise, I think it's the exact same size. I mean, I don't know. I think I kind of prefer the first one. It was more Hogwartsy. One thing I will say though, in these Harry Potter games, oh my god, you literally feel like you're a wizard in these games. You literally walk around the school learning spells and shit while killing trolls, and like, I don't know. I literally felt like I was a wizard running around that motherfucker, man. Boss battles though, the big change in the second one. So in the first game, you do a lot of jumping and shooting, and you just basically just throw back like whatever projectile they shoot at you. In the second game, it turned a whole new lever. So in the second one, you stand in the middle in a circle with the boss, and you have to match their spell to counter them, and you just spam the extra square button to, I guess, fully counter them. I thought that was really cool. I enjoyed doing that. And even then, even without that little circle thing, it was more unique to boss battles. Like, for example, like when you fight Draco, you fight him in the restroom or whatever. When you fight Voldemort, you have Dumbledore putting you a shield while Harry's building stuff. That's cool for a co-op, by the way. I wish I had someone to play with for a co-op, because that was really a unique ability. But boss battles are super cool in the second game. The combat, I mean, I'm sorry, but I hate, absolutely hate with disgust the combat in both games. I mean, other than the boss battles, combat is horrible. You shoot stuff and hoping they hit and you kill somebody. And then if you have someone who doesn't have like a wand, you basically roll to hit stuff. I thought at first it was kind of funny, but then I was like, what the hell? This is kind of weird. Let them punch or something, you know. But no, if you're what they call a muggle, you just roll until you hit things. Which is kind of, I mean, what's that dog's name? Fang? Faker in the game, by the way. He doesn't roll, he bites. So I don't know why I couldn't give a punch to like other characters like Dooley or something. But I digress. Anyways, combat is terrible in both games. But let's compare the two. Which one do I prefer? I'm gonna prefer the second game over the first. Just some slight changes, like more spells, more abilities to the main characters like Hermione and Ron and the Weasleys, and the boss battles. That kind of overtook the first game by a little bit. So just with that stuff, I prefer the second game. I will say though, both Harry Potter games are straight 8 out of 10. Second one being 8.5 out of 10. Beautiful games. I'm not even a big Harry Potter fan like that. I think Harry Potter is kind of boring, but the game's super fun. Alright, let's go on to the final one. Alright, last but not least, we're going to talk about the Pirates of the Caribbean. Now, this game, I don't have anything to compare it to because it doesn't have another original counterpart or newer counterpart. So, I'm just going to talk about the game in general. And the reason why I say this game for last to talk about when it comes to the Formula 2 Lego games is because I think out of all 5 of the Formula 2 games, Pirates of the Caribbean was the best one. I mean, the story was, I mean, it's cool. I've seen the 5, movies. The 5th one's horrible. 4th one's okay. The first 3 are really good. I actually enjoyed the first 3 games. But I mean, the thing about the the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise is like they were literally made. Literally made for Lego games. I mean, the silliness in the games, the seriousness, the characters, the abilities. I mean, those movies were literally made to be a Lego game before. I mean, the characters are all wacky and cool and have cool abilities. Jack Sparrow, oh my god, I'll get Jack Sparrow later. That guy's, oh god, whatever. I'll get to it later. The levels though were super cool. You have to shoot cannons and fight squids and go underwater, and I mean, come on now. The abilities in this game are super cool, and it's not like in Lego Marvel games or DC games where like you have one character who has like 10 abilities. No, they each have like a good 2 or 3. They are really similar, which was kind of, I guess, kind of a little boring, but make the levels more better. You get to switch to different characters, do different things, and it lets you enjoy it a little more. The frame room was pretty good. You get the Port Royale, and you get to use gold breaks to unlock new areas. That was pretty cool. The combat was super cool in this game too. I mean, if you're a pirate, you basically can fight anybody. This like, what's it called? The enemy spawning wasn't that bad in this game, so not really a big deal. But the sword fighting was really cool. Specifically, the boss battles. The boss battles were really cool because you fight with your sword like little by little, and then bam, and then you get a heart off of the boss, which is really cool. Boss battles though, the first level of the game, you literally fight the main character, Jack Sparrow, like the main dude of the game, the franchise. You fight him in the first level, and then you play as him. I thought that was really funny and unique, and that's why I knew like, okay, this is gonna be a pretty peak game. But Jack Sparrow was literally a character made for Lego. Like, he has that charm to him, that silliness that you usually find in Lego games. I mean, if you're crying out loud, you get a dancing Jack Sparrow as a character. You can't go wrong with that. Like, come on now. So, I mean, the Pirates of the Caribbean game is amazing. Any bad things about it? I would just say they're missing a few characters, like Jack Sparrow's dad. He should have been in the game. The character author, I think, should have been expanded a little more. But other than that, the game is almost perfection. I'm giving that game an 8 out of 10. That game is amazing. Definitely an A-tier Lego game. Super underrated. I think better than the Harry Potter games for sure. Anyways, guys, I think that'll be the end of the video. I hope you enjoy this one, and I'm gonna start playing with Batman 2 for my 3 games. Let's do this.
Every day somebody trying to test you. Every day somebody trying to end you. Pull up in the road to rescue. Pockets overweight, getting hefty. Coming for the king, that's a far cry. Come alive in the fall time. No competition, you don't really listen. In the blue moon slum, bump a new edition. Hustle and can you the centerpiece. 20 rock the table, cut from Avenue Heat. Cut that ivory into skinny pieces. And she cleaning with the face, but she loves you, baby. Talking money, need a hearing aid. They talking about you, you don't see the shade. Switch up your style, take any lane. Switch up your cup to kill any pain. With them all Brad Pitt, legend of the fall. Took the year like a bandit. Bought mama a crib and a brand new wagon. Now she at the grocery shop looking lavish. Star Trek roof in the Wraith the Con. Girls get loose when they hear